So, Hypixel recently hosted a Bedwars doubles tournament, and obviously being a Ruby Prestige in Bedwars, I wanted to partake. So, I called up my Sapphire Prestige friend, and using our combined forces, we set out to take the top spot. Game 1 began on Airshow, which is always a good time. I had no idea how sweats do defense yet, so I did my usual long wool bed defense. We eventually got our first rush's bed and booked it to middle.
You f***ing idiot!
We lost our bed, but we didn't really freak out that much. We had a showdown at middle with yellow, after which my teammate missed a pearl shot and fell into the void.
He's coming up behind you.
This is so sad. I'm so bad at this game.
Did you? Oh my god. You didn't. You're
I invised on white and got their bed and killed one of them, so the game came down to a 1v1, which I lost, because the dude I was fighting had his back to a wall and he hit me off the map.
No f***ing shot! What the hell?
Game 2 is on Pernicious, which is my favorite solos and doubles map, and within a minute we got double rush from both sides and lost our bed and were both killed. Game 3, Orchestra. Typically a very sweaty map in my previous experience. We took out our first rush and I ran to mid and chested my emeralds. Took out the last teams and my teammate won a 1v1 with white at mid, ending us our first win. Game 4 was on Skyrise. Our first rush started using ladders, which is awesome.
They're using ladders!
That wasn't enough to stop us from getting their bed though. Unfortunately, they managed to bed trade us, but they were finaled in the process, leaving us alive but bedless. I got sandwiched by blue and killed, but my teammate actually managed to clutch the game, meaning we were now 2 for 2 in the tournament.
Jesus Christ, let's go.
Our 5th game was on Crogorm, meaning we got to rush backwards and diagonally. We lost our bed to white team, who refused to take knockback, and one of them killed me since he was backed into a corner. My teammate ran around for a bit but ended up taking 10 miles of knockback into the void. Game 6, Cliffside. My teammate took out our first rush's bed while they were at our base beating me up. They got our bed but died in the process. Red team came out of nowhere and started chasing me. I hit the map height limit and got hit off, and somehow red team didn't. Shortly after, we lost the game. Game 7 was on Lotus. I'm not a fan of this map, but I gave it my best shot anyways. Aqua team TNT'd our bed twice and finaled me.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't. The TNT.
No, that's bad, man.
It was actually looking like my teammate was going to clutch until he got into a fight with a man who took no knockback and died. Game 8, Lighthouse. We bridged over to Aqua and I actually managed to block in and break their bed. After running to mid and back, we actually still had our bed, which I was pretty surprised about. I potted on gray and got their bed, seemingly right before they were about to put on obsidian, so that was a relief.
Stop breaking your bed defense. I hope he wasn't about to place obsidian. I don't care.
He then came and killed me, so I wasn't able to final him. The last climactic battle between me and Gray came down to the wire. We killed each other on the same tick, but he didn't have a bed and I did.
Yeah, he's beating my ass. Never mind. We killed each other.
That's the Hypixel way.
So we won, bringing us up to 3-5 in the tournament. Game 9 was on Lighthouse again. I managed to break white's bed and we killed them. I ran to mid and back and killed a pink guy there who was getting emeralds. Blue broke our bed, but we killed both of them. Lastly, we got green's bed and killed them both, getting us our 4th win. After that, we took a short break because I had something going on, and we reconvened about 2 hours later to play more. Game 10 took us to orbit, and spirits were high.
Dude, this is base. We're white team, and the fucking endstone is white, so they're gonna get confused, and they're gonna think it's wool probably, because they're stupid.
We got Aqua's bed and killed one of them. Then green manifested out of thin air and started rushing us, but my teammate fireballed him. There was some back and forth with gray at mid, and I got sandwiched into a bridge fight with red. And at the worst possible moment, our bed got broken and both me and my teammate died almost instantly after.
Our bed's gone. Bed's died.
No, that's not good! Why couldn't it have been broken like a second later, man?
Game 11 was back on Lighthouse. We took out our first rush and instantly went to mid. We met Pink and Aqua at Aqua's base, and all was passive until our bed got broken.
That's not good.
I went to run, but green block trapped me and himself, and my teammate died shortly after. Game 12, Ashfire. Now, I don't like this map. The generator is so slow and the map is so fragmented that it kinda just gets on my nerves. Our bed got TNT'd and we actually recovered a bit, but blue double rushed us from the other direction and got our bed. I hid briefly before making a break for gray and promptly being murdered. Game 13 was going to be on Orchestra, and my teammate pointed out how he thought Manhal IQ was in our game, but he left sadly. The game refused to start because there was a dude solo queuing, so we re-queued. Game 13 was really on hollow. We took out White's bed and killed one, and the other ran away. Yellow and Pink both double rushed our bed, and Pink went off on us. Thus, the first potential closet cheater we found in the tournament.
I beg your pardon, Pink.
He out-hit me by a ton.
What the f?
Watch him.
Game 14 was on Babylon. Giant map, ideal for sweats. After a few minutes of sweating, we took out our first rush and were immediately being pushed by Green. We persevered and took out Green too, though. The game came down to us and Aqua, who rushed our base while I was there alone. They got our bed, but I managed to kill them before they finaled me. My teammate got their bed, and after a bit more back and forth, we took our 5th win.
We won that
Easy.
game. Holy shit.
So easy, not even close, bro.
Say L.
After that, we called it a night. We came back the next day for our final session of the tournament. Game 15, Playground. We lost our bed to our first rush and ran to mid. After running to yellow, Green came in, killed me by holding me in the air forever so I couldn't place blocks over me. Then my teammate died at middle. Game 16 was on Orchestra. We lost our bed to our first rush and booked it to middle. My teammate was killed by Aqua, leaving me alone at green base.
This sucks.
Yellow came over and tried to kill me. After he ran away, I headed back to mid. I ran back to green base with 2 emeralds, with Yellow hot on my tail. He towered up to the roof and killed me, but not before I tossed my emeralds off the map. Game 17 was on Dragonstar, making its first appearance so far. After a sweat-filled minute, we got Blue's bed and took him out. We ran to mid and identified Pink, rushing back to get our bed. We scared him back to middle, and he beat my ass with jump boost.
Okay. How?
The whole game, this Pink dude was just hoarding emeralds, and we couldn't really do much about it. In the end, we lost our bed and died. Game 18 was on Orbit, and this time we took a different approach. I rushed mid directly off spawn and didn't even deal with our first rush. This did not work out as planned, and we lost our bed, but neither of us actually died from the exchange. After a close call with Red, my teammate called on me to help defend him from Blue, and then abandoned me when I needed help.
One of them super low, one of them super low. One of them super low. Slayer, you cook.
I fucking... What?
Slayer, Slayer.
Yeah, Slayer. Yeah, Slayer.
He ended up clutching the game, which is honestly the least he could do. This brought us to 6 wins. Game 19 was back on Lighthouse. We took out our first rush swiftly and rushed to mid, and then lost our bed to green. Sucks since I was going to buy obsidian, but whatever. I ended up getting into a Fortnite battle, which I lost, but I didn't die, and I ran away to mid. The opponent followed suit and took no fall damage while doing so. Eventually, I tried to drink my invis to get away from him, but it didn't drink fully because of lag.
I didn't drink! I'm lagging, it didn't drink!
Eventually, he ran me into a corner, and I died. My teammate got their bed, though, and he hit one off, and then he killed the last guy and clutched the game, which brought us our 7th win.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to close Rocket League.
Game 20 on Lighthouse again, and my teammate took the approach of doing a bridge resembling the graph y equals 3x, which allowed me to get their bed. I killed one of them because he block glitched me. I ran to mid again, of course, and met Gray there, who started chasing me, and cornered me again, meaning I had to toss my 4 M's. Gray broke our bed, which was awesome, so I ran back to mid again. I met White at a diamond generator and choked incredibly hard. I don't even know what I was doing here or why I acted surprised when I died, and I made up some really awful lie about why I died so my teammate wouldn't think I was completely incompetent.
What just happened? What?
Where?
At some random ass diamond island. I don't even know where he was. I think he fucking fireballed me into the tree or something and I hit my head on it.
Nonetheless, my teammate 1v1'd him and cleaned up shop, getting us our 8th win. We were also on a 3-win streak at this point, which I guess was cool. Game 21 was on Skyrise. This was our first Master Bracket game, since I leveled up to Master Bracket while my teammate leveled up to Grandmaster. We started bridge fighting near Build'em with Gray. Gray team got our bet because he hit me from the high ground. They came to our base and 2v2'd us and my teammate died in the fight. They started T-posing at me, which scared the hell out of me. And I was kind of out of ideas at this point, so I just suicided their bed and died.
Whatever. Minecraft.
Game 22 brought us to Cliffside. This was a scary game because we realized we were the only players in it that weren't nicked. We got unexpectedly rushed and swiftly lost our bed, and yellow team 2v1'd me. They went up behind my teammate on his bridge and killed him too. Game 23 was on Orchestra, and I was freshly downranked back to Diamond bracket, which was nice because we could catch a break a bit. This game was truly a breath of fresh air. I don't know if I got better or if the other players just got worse, but our first rush was really bad. We got their bed and got some M's. Gray team invis our bed and killed my teammate. Green tried to fight me at Gray after getting their bed, but I ran back with my 3 emeralds. After an uncomfortably close call with Aqua, I ran back to mid for more M's. On my way to get some diamonds, Green invised me on a bridge and I died.
You're shitting me.
I'm gonna try.
Yep, he invised me, didn't he?
This was the last game I played with my friend. I played like 10 more games the next morning with some randoms from the tournament hall and scraped together some more last minute tournament points, but I didn't record those games. In the end, I played 33 out of my 40 possible games over 3 hours and 52 minutes, and I got 10 wins. I ended with 696 tournament points, nice, and my final position was 1738. I am not joking, I am the coolest Bedwars player.